including the Colorado Avalanche Information Center.
It is a new day and a new chief for the Denver Police Department, a department plagued by complaints of excessive force. But they're starting the new year with a new abuse allegation. In a story you'll see only on Fox 31 Denver, Julie Hayden talks with a man who says Denver police knocked him unconscious and then, while he was defenseless, slammed his head into the concrete.
That's right, Libby. The man has filed a complaint with the Denver police. He says he was just trying to go back inside this bar to get a jacket they forgot inside when a Denver police officer threw him down those stairs. He fell face first, was knocked unconscious, and then witnesses say a second Denver police officer slammed his head repeatedly into the concrete. And we want to warn you, some of these pictures are a little graphic. Clay Rampone and some friends had just rung in the New Year's at its brother's bar in Lodo when they realized they left a jacket with a cell phone and credit card inside. After asking the bouncer several times if they could go check for it, two Denver police officers working at the bar said they would help. But they didn't.
They said they'd go look for it, and so we sat there for about 5 minutes, and they never went in to look for it or came out with it.
Frustrated, Rampone asked one of the bouncers again.
He pushed me, so I pushed him back and called them all worthless and turned around. Rampone
says he was walking away, when someone grabbed him from behind, hard enough to leave bruises.
I guess the smaller cop had threw me down the stairs right after that. After he yanked my arm, he grabbed me, threw me down face first. I think I was out at that point.
Doctors told him he had a concussion. He was knocked unconscious. And his girlfriend says she couldn't believe what the second officer did next.
He was pinning him down, and then he had leaned forward and grabbed his head and mashed it again onto the concrete.
She says even though Rampone was clearly not conscious, the officer slammed his head into the sidewalk more than once.
I was horrified. Like, I've never been so scared in my entire life, and it's frustrating that it was a police officer because they're supposed to be there to protect us.
Rampone was arrested and taken by ambulance to the hospital with serious injuries to his head, face, and elbows. His friends were horrified by the amount of blood at the scene when they went back during daylight to take pictures. Police say Internal Affairs is reviewing the case, so they cannot comment. Rampone and his lawyers say he didn't do anything wrong.
You hear all these stories about the police brutality, you always think, well, maybe there was some basis for it, but in this case, I don't see any basis for it. It's just ridiculous and total brutality.
Now, Rampone is accused of resistance, trespassing, and interference. Ironically, after he was taken away in the ambulance, the bouncers finally went back in the bar and brought out the jacket. And one other thing, there are halo cameras at the ends of the block, but it's not clear whether they would have captured what was going on inside this alcove. There were a lot of people out here this night, and the man's lawyer is asking anyone who may have been a witness to this or maybe even taken a picture of their own with a cell phone to please call the Maureen O'Brien law firm. In Denver, Julie Hayden, Fox 31 Denver.
Yeah, those things have a way of finding themselves onto a cell phone video. All right, Julie.
That's
thanks.
right.
A large-scale marijuana takedown in the metro area this morning, with police searching more than 24 homes. And tonight, we're learning new details about the 16 people now facing drug